guys, and welcome. Here we are. It's the official island tour for Karamelle. So Karamelle is my witchy core, swampy core island. It was originally going to be just witchy core, but I saw so much inspiration for swampy core, and swamp core was something that I've always wanted to do anyways. So I decided to just combine the two of them. Without further ado, we're here for the tour, right? Oh, actually, here is the official dream address for Karamelle. I almost forgot about that. Yeah. So this is the dream address. If you either want to tour the island at your own time, tour and then come back to the island, or if you want to tour alongside me, there is the DA to do so. Okay, so let's get started. So we are first at the island entrance. So this is the airport. I have a yellow airport. If I had a green one, that would look really good, honestly. This is my flag. Honestly, I found this off of Google. A lot of my codes I find online through Google, really. So this is one of them, the flag design. It's cute. I thought it was absolutely perfect for the theme of this island. So this is the entrance. I wanted the entrance to kind of represent like what you'll mainly see around the island. So you have a little swamp here and the trees. I should have used more of these decaying trees because they look so good, but I don't use many, you will see, sadly. But I kind of forgot. I had so many DIYs I wanted to use that when I started using other ones, I forgot about the other ones I had. So let me look at the map real quick to see the best route that we should go with, because I've done like private tours for my friends, because I always like to do private tours for my friends that still play Animal Crossing. So here is the resident services. These are the gifts. If you tour the DA, here are the gifts for you to some props or photos, and even some outfits if you yourself don't have a witchy outfit or some mage outfit that you want to wear to the island. And here is the resident services. So when you come here via the dream address, you can just go down through this way, and down here is the entrance. So it's very forest-esque, most of the island. So this is the first swamp. It's a very big swamp by the Coco's house, which is up here. I'm considering I'll put, because not all the villagers are going to be home, obviously, but I do kind of really want to show off their houses, because outside of Zucker, I haven't really shown them. Well, outside if you follow my Instagram, I post them in my story, but I might, if I remember to, film all the interiors on my own time and kind of just add that to the end of the video. So this is Coco's house. And here we have the museum. So, well, it's not really a museum, it's the tent that Bladder starts in. So if you don't complete Bladder's quest to bring him 12 fossils, fish, bugs, etc., he'll permanently stay in this tent. And it's really funny, actually, because my friend came over to my island, and Allie, who I have on my island, asked him, like, oh, does your island have a museum? Caramelle's supposed to have a museum, but it's supposedly still in production. This area, you guys saw me build. Oh, look, there's Dina. You guys saw me build. Here's more of the swamp. And we have a wisp here. Ooh. Here's just more of the swamp area below. You guys saw me build the beaches. I kind of just want to show off, like... Oh, I saw the mushroom. I kind of want to just show off, like, areas that weren't actual speed builds. Coming this way, this is, again, part of the speed build. But you can go up here, and there's a really nice view of the swamp below. And it doesn't really have anything at the end, it's just more trees. But you have a really nice view of the swamp down below. I really struggled with what to do with this cliff area, honestly. So, and I also kind of decorated it all on a whim. So, this is the Able Sisters. It is 10 p.m. on my island right now. So, it's closed. But this is the Able Sisters. Nothing really special going on. Kind of just having a blend into it. I don't really like decorating the Able Sisters that much. Or I struggle with decorating them without making them all samey. So we just went with that. And we have this little, I like to call these like centerpiece builds. You know what I mean? It's like you can walk around them, but it's like in the center of the area you're walking around. I like to call them centerpiece builds. And we kind of just filled it up with flowers. This G looking path. And I think this looks really cute. A nice little centerpiece build. And this is all to the right of resident services. If we go this way to resident from resident services, this is Charlize's house. Charlize is this green bear, and Charlize has a little garden. So here she's growing potatoes and pumpkins and carrots. And if we go up this ladder, we have even more of her garden, where she has sugarcane and tomatoes and wheat. I think this is the first build I did for the island, actually. No, the first build I did was Coco's house and the swamp in front of her house. But this was the second build afterwards. When I didn't even build the swamp yet. I only built this this pathway. So we're gonna go down this way, and to the left here we have a little camper. I remember when the cutouts came out and everyone was doing these like camper builds. I always thought that they were so pretty. And I didn't really know what to do with this space either. So I thought a camper build would honestly be really cute. And you could sit there and take pictures and such. Across this bridge takes us to where the resident service is, so you can also come in through this way. And this is Vesta's house. So Vesta is a normal villager, and most of the sheep villagers, when it comes to their interiors, Nintendo likes to make the sheep villagers seamstress. So I kind of have that. You know, she has her little sewing machine over there, her pumpkin farm, and her little witchy area, the area for her to sit, do her laundry. Little farmer vibes for her. This beach I actually didn't show off me doing in the beach speed build, but it's nothing different than the other ones. I wanted to keep the farmy feel of it while also having the ruins. I do like my placement of fences a lot more, because it really does look like broken ruins. And crossing this bridge, we have Ali's house. So look, there's Ali working out, and it's a very large swamp for Ali's house. Oh, I meant to move the camera. Very large swamp for Ali's house. Ali is also a witch. You know, most of my villagers are witches. That's the whole theme of the island. So here is her cauldron with some bubbles coming out of the cauldron and being blown away by the wind. And if you go behind her house, there's a little sitting area for Ali and her guests to sit, relax, and talk and have tea. And Ali is neighbors with Roswell. That's why I have this alligator side, because Roswell also lives here. Roswell's house is up here. This is Roswell's house, and he has the orchard by his house. A beautiful little magical orchard. I really wanted to use these floating block designs, so that's why he has them here. Anyways, so you can just go down to the left of Roswell's little orchard and find this little pathway going through some swampy area. I loved using this glowing Moss Pond. We'll go there later, but here is Static's treehouse. So Static, I like to think, is this like big, powerful wizard who lives in this treehouse all by himself. He's of course a lightning wizard, as evident by his design and everything. I wanted to give him his, he's a cranky villager, so I want to give him a little like recluded? Is that the right word? I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I wanted him to be alone, right? He wants his alone time. And in here, this is Tabby's house. Funny story about Tabby is Tabby was my Peppy starter. And she took so long to get, just only being able to find Peppy villagers. She took absolutely so long for no reason to get on the island. And I ended up taking my Switch with me to school and villager hunting for her when I was in my office. And I found her and I couldn't, like, I got so ecstatic, but I couldn't be loud because I was in public. And this just brings you back to Charlize's house with it, which is just left to the resident services. So now we're gonna go back, and to the left of Static's treehouse, we have this mini sunken pathway. I've always wanted to try these things. I always think that they're really cool. So we have that little sunken pathway and the staircase up here. This is Dina's house. Now Dina's a little duck villager. I think we saw her earlier with the she was sitting on the mum cushion. I gave her this little seating area and tea and just a cute little secluded area for her. And you can actually jump across these to get to the next area. If this looks familiar, this is Zucker's, excuse me again, this is Zucker's boathouse. There's Tabby, just casually walking in the swamp. But this is Zucker's boathouse. Zucker's house, I'm not going to include, if I remember to include all the villager interiors at the end, I don't think I'm going to include Zucker's because, like I said, we already did a whole video doing Zucker's house, so if you do want to see what his interior looks like, you can just see that. FYI, for the next island we do, I'm just going to have one giant video that's me doing every villager's houses. So that'll be fun. Because I do want to show off their houses, because I've only ever shown them off in my, oh, girl, what happened? Anyways, I've only ever shown off the villager houses on, like, my Instagram stories. So not, and some of my Twitter posts have the houses as well. So this is the mushroom walkway valley that we also did a speed build on. And here is also the house that also has a speed build done of it. So here's the outside of my house. I've never shown the outside of my player house before in any video, I don't think so, outside of the actual exterior of the house. Let's just do a quick little look-see in. Here is the bedroom that we did in a previous video. You can also watch that one to see all the rooms in their full glory and how we designed them, or just us designing it. And here I am with my dog, with Rocky. I also remembered to put a picture of him on screen for you guys to see. This dog is the closest to what he actually looks like, so it's so cute. I'm gonna try to fit more puppy plushies in my house build so I could have Rocky. And of course we have the living room, the very elegant living room. This took the longest to build, and that's only because, if you remember from the speed build, I like to order my furniture ahead of time and then use it all in the build. But almost half these furniture items I didn't have. So I had to stop recording, go to Paradise Planning, or if they were DIY recipes, craft them, and then resume filming. I had to stop everything and time travel, and it was just a lot of work. So this ended up honestly taking a lot more work than I thought it was supposed to be. And of course, here we have the potion room, because it wouldn't be a witchy island without a potion room or a spell room, whatever you want to consider it. So we got our cauldron and all our ingredients in the glowing moss jars, and our spell books scattered across the room. I like to think that some of our like cooking ingredients, would you consider like witches stirring a cauldron as like they're cooking? I guess so. I like to think that that's what's in here, and these pots and everything. And then of course we had to use the magic circle the magic circle flooring in the candle room wallpaper alongside it, as well as the graveyard wall for the fake window design. Again, all these rooms you can see me build square for square in the speed build I posted. And then the last room I have is the kitchen / bathroom. I really do I love designing kitchens and bathrooms usually separate, because I feel like I could do a lot more when they're separate, and surprisingly I feel like I could do a lot more in those smaller side rooms. But because I didn't use the side rooms, I just wanted to put them both together like this. So, oh my god, excuse me, I don't know why I'm so choked up today. This is our kitchen. Our kitchen, I don't like the bathroom as much, but in reality, bathrooms don't need to be big, and they don't need a lot of stuff. You just need a place to bathe, a place to relieve yourself, a place to wash your hands. In the kitchen, you need a place to wash your hands, a place to sit, a place to cook, a place to wash dishes. It requires a bit more space, so obviously I gave more space to the kitchen than to the bathroom. And now we are back outside. So continuing on, there's this walkway area I don't think I've ever really showed off, but you can go down here. I'll show this later actually. So across this bridge is my campsite. Oh, I just realized I forgot to put something in the campsite for the dream address. I mean, I could always redo it, but I'll probably, if I remember to redo it, I'll redo it. And let's amiibo card in somebody to just have the tent there. But I don't know, I kind of like, well, because then this all doesn't make sense when there's no one at the campsite. This literally is clearly someone's living here currently. Like, I want the campsite to be like they're a traveler. That's why they have their chests with their gold and this thing and food. They're a traveler. This area is just a nice little cliff behind Nook's Cranny that connects the waterfall that the bridge is going across. And this area is Nook's Cranny with some shops. So Nook's Cranny is currently closed. Doesn't really matter because in the DAs you can't even go into the facilities anyways. So we have like a witchy tarot reading. I like to think it's also like a potion shop for witches. Maybe some gold you can trade and buy fruit and ingredients for your cauldron needs. And then we have a seafood restaurant over here because what is it? We have the dock, and I like to think that the dock, the people who run the dock then run the little restaurant here so that they can always have food to serve towards their customers. Ooh, now I'm yawning. How rude of me. And going down here just takes us back to the Able Sisters. Now, aside of that one area, is there an area I've missed? This is going by a little quickly, but that's because I'm not really stopping to like look at everything. You know what I mean? I do hope that, you know, when you do tour the island for yourself, if you do, I'm not saying like waste your time looking at my island, but you know, looking at more the details. For me, like, I already know how the island looks. I'm not stopping for details and to take in the scenery because I've had the same island for like months already. And I'm at this point, I'm a little like, I want to move on to the next one. This video might be extended by the fact that if I remember to include the villager houses. So you can go across this bridge, and I wanted to do this really cool thing where if you turn the camera, you can see two bridges. This nice two bridge action going on. Looks like a layered river with the bridges. I don't know, I thought it would look nice. So continuing on is the bottom half of the Mushroom Valley that we talked about. We just rebuilt this, of course, and this is the bottom half of it. You can take a seat. I made a mistake in the filming, and I ended up filming the end finished portion of it without the shrubs being bloomed. It looked like a fool. Okay, then we have another little fishing dock. This belongs to the villager that we're gonna go up to eventually. This was just a small basic area that we also built in that one area to get over with. And this is Frobert's house. So Frobert's a jock villager, and I was like, you know what, he probably has a lot of really smelly, sweaty clothes and such. And so we did a laundry area for him. I did it based off of a Instagram post, which I'll post right here. I recreated an Instagram post, so I probably missed a few, but if I recall that I basically redid or inspired by or even blatantly copied a build from somebody else, I usually have them saved, so I try my best to find the original creator and put them in if I can. But this one I know for sure. This laundry one I did not come up with myself. I just came up for the reason of why I gave it to Frobert. I knew it was such a pretty build. I wanted to try to include it some way. I'll include the Instagram user that I copied it from. So, and then this brings us to the top of Static's house, the tree house. So it's a little illusion breaking because you can see all the components that go into it. It's all the custom design umbrellas. It's a good way because it's also the standees. So it's a good way to save up the custom design slots. You don't have to use them on simple panels. You can just use these. The only thing that needs custom design slots are the record boxes that I have. So this is Static's house. Static probably has the most modern looking house out of everybody on the island. I really wanted to use the soundscape, especially because if you play music in your villager houses, whenever someone visits, the music isn't playing for whatever reason. So I wanted to use the soundscape. That way, there was something, and I used the thunderstorm soundscape. I wanted him to be like a lightning wizard of sorts, especially because look at him with a little lightning bolt on his head. I barely talked to him. So yeah, this is Static's house. It's probably one of my least favorite layouts as well, but it's cute. So this is Coco's house. So because Coco is based off of a gyroid, I wanted to use the dirt flooring, the dirt wall, and she does use some of the stone furniture in her base house anyways, so I thought I'd keep it. Normal villagers like to read, so I tend to give my normal villagers books. Though this corner outside of the chair I don't really like that much, but I don't really know what else to do with it. Oh wait, I forgot I had a lost item. It's Tabby's. Well, unless Tabby's in her house, I'm not really gonna talk to her. So yeah, Coco's house, very rustic. Here we are at Roswell's house. So Roswell has a lot of things to do with aliens, but I wanted to make him a very plant-based person, especially because, like I said, I kind of like to think he's like a farmer. You know, he lives next to the orchard on the island. I absolutely love the greenery in here. The rug really pulls it all together for me, along with the log bed and log sofa, and of course our fake window. We gotta love a fake window moment. Alright, it's one of my favorite houses I've done. Here we are at Charlize's house. Why are you wearing that shirt? I swear I did not give her that shirt. Someone gave me a thing to deliver to her with this shirt. So Charlize, I wanted to be green. That's it. That was my thought process. My thought process was green. She kind of has a back door. I don't know if you really want to call it that. But she also has her little witchy room in there, where she practices her spells. Like with her bed, a little tea table, and her kitchen. Some apple pie. Ooh. Thank you, Shirley. Here we have Robert's house. So I wanted Robert's house to also be very jungle-like. I want to also mess around with these partition walls. So here's his cooking area, his sitting area with froggy chairs, of course, his little workout area because he is a jock, and his bed. I used to think that jock villagers would sleep in hammocks. It's just the aesthetic of it is really nice. It's very jungly, which is what I wanted. The hanging vines and everything just adds so much to the room. This is my favorite room I've done. This is the favorite house redesign out of everybody on the island. So this is Dina's house. It's the simplest, but it's really aesthetically pleasing to me. I mean, she really has everything she could need. A nice outdoor seating, a bed, a futon, but a bed, a cooking area, and her crafting bench. I love the outdoor seating with the wallpaper. It's so aesthetically pleasing. Oh, look who decided to come visit Allie. Static is here to visit her too. So this is Allie's house. She's a snooty, and I like to think that Allie's like, our supportive auntie. I wanted to give her the most elegant looking house on the island. So what if she lives in a swamp? She's still gonna glam it up on the island, as she should. So we gave her a nice, relaxing bath, and of course used the elegant furniture in blue. There's a lot of black and blue and grays and greens, and I think personally it all fits together really, really well. I remember when I was first making this, I wasn't really sure about the wallpaper, but then I fell in love with the wallpaper in contrast to everything else, and I feel like it still blends in well. Like, I feel like there's a lot of colors, but it all works so well together. So, here is Tabby's house. So, Tabby, I think I mentioned this before, took the longest to get for this island. So many tickets. And that was just to get her as my starter. She was actually the second house we worked on, the first one being Coco's house. And I love the vibe in here so much. The flooring is perfect, the wallpaper, the stonework kitchen. Everything I feel like works so well together. And it's also a very simple layout still, but still very pretty. Of course, I had to give her a paper tiger. Oh, and Zucker's here to visit Vesta. How cute. So here's Vesta. I want to give her a very cozy feeling. You know, because that's what the sheep villagers give me. The sheep villagers, all of them, give me such cozy vibes. Maybe not Pietro because he's a clown, but you know what I mean. Zucker's, of course, sitting down. I wanted to give her a little rocking chair by the fireplace. She has her little stove to cook, a little place to do laundry, and a sewing place because, like I said, Nintendo tends to make the sheep villagers seamstresses. So I wanted to keep that vibe with her. And of course, the patchwork bed. I love this patchwork bed. And yeah, last one, but certainly not a bad house to end on. And with that, that is the island. I hope you all enjoyed. I cannot wait to start the next one. No spoilers on what the hint is yet. No spoilers on what the hint is. Wow, I'm really like tripping over my words. No spoilers on what the theme is yet. Do I give a hint? I can't think of a good hint to give, honestly. You're just gonna have to wait and see. So if you like this tour, leave a like down below. You can follow me on my Instagram or my Twitter. I am more active on my Instagram, so if you do want to see updates and such, or nice pictures of other builds, you can go there, or pictures of my older islands, or even the DAs for my older island are on my Instagram. Thank you all for watching. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you all next time.